Hey, Mike, what do Kelly Slater and PT have in common?
I don't know. They're both world champs?
Nope, they both own Endless Summer box set.
Oh my God, rad. You guys, you can get it too. The link's in the show notes. Hey, this is Mike with the Quivercast, brought to you by quiverbuilder.com, an online community where you buy, sell, and surf for your next magic board. Hello, everybody out there. This is Mike with the Quivercast, and today we have a very special guest. We have Lucy Jarrard from... So, Lucy, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from?
I'm from Carlsbad, California.
When did you start surfing?
I started surfing when I was probably like 3 or 4, but I really didn't like the beach and like surfing until I was like 8 or 9, I'd say.
And that's when you kind of got like the bug to go surf?
Yes, that's when I started surfing a lot with my mom and dad and my siblings and uncles and stuff.
How would you guys go to the beach?
We had a big white van. It had a black roof though, and we used to load everything inside the car, and then we would head down to the beach.
So the whole family would go and dominate like your little section of the beach, right?
Yes, 5 kids would get out of the car, and then we'd grab our stuff, and then we'd go head for water.
So you guys lived a few blocks from the beach, but you never surfed local. Is that correct?
Yes, we never surfed in Carlsbad. We used to drive to Oceanside because my mom and dad are from Oceanside, and he liked surfing Oceanside better, so we would just always head down there instead.
So even when it's like offshore and glassy right down the street from your house, you still wouldn't go out?
No.
So explain that situation. You live off Tamarack, right? Should I say the street?
You can.
Okay, and what high school did you go to?
Carlsbad.
So all your friends in the neighborhood went to Carlsbad High School, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But yet all your surf friends were from Oceanside?
Yes.
All right. You want to elaborate on that? You kind of already did. You get in the van, you all showed up as a family, and you took your little section of the beach. You guys hung out there all day, right?
Yes.
And was that fun?
Yes, it was super fun. I actually prefer surfing Oceanside more, and we did Oceanside Junior Lifeguards too.
Okay.
So I think it was a lot more fun, and then our friends in Oceanside, I feel like they were more easier to vibe with.
So you had more in common with them or something?
Yes, and plus we would both surf, so it's like surf friends, all surf together and stuff like that.
Who were some of your surf friends?
Brayden, Brandon, Coral, like them.
And they were all just like, you guys would just surf all day?
Yes.
Do you remember your first wave?
I remember my first real wave where I paddled into it by myself.
Okay, where was that, and how can you describe that wave for us?
That was at the Oceanside Pier. It was like a 2 to 3 foot day rolling in. My uncle was actually pushing me in waves that day. And then he told me to turn around and paddle for a wave. And that was actually the first wave I caught on my own. And he was out with me. My dad just went in like 15 minutes prior.
So did your dad see your first wave, your first real wave?
I'm not sure.
He wasn't like, wow, good job, Lucy. Nothing like that?
I think they were just used to me like surfing, I guess, because my dad used to push me in on huge waves at Forster Street and at the pier.
Were you stressed out when they were like kind of big?
Yes, everyone did, especially my dad. He used to push me on huge waves, and like I was so much smaller. And then, yeah.
So how does that translate to your surfing today? Do you like bigger waves or smaller waves now?
I like bigger waves. I think they're more fun. And I'm happy he pushed me in on big waves when I was smaller because now I'm not scared of big waves, and it doesn't really hold me back.
Okay, so let's start over. You grew up in Carlsbad. You surfed Oceanside. You went to Carlsbad High School. Okay, where do you live today?
I live in Waianae.
Waianae, in the island of Oahu, right?
Yeah.
And so you guys, as a family, picked up and got tired of the rat race in Southern California, or why did you guys go to Hawaii?
Well, my mom and dad, I think when we were really, really young, they've talked about moving here.
Okay.
But my grandparents were still alive, and they had lots of things to take care of.
Oh, okay.
But then I think we all needed a fresh start, and we all wanted to chase better waves. So as a whole, we all decided that we should move out here and surf, and then live our life out here for now. So,
which now I have a question. What's the difference? Tell me the difference, because there's obviously a difference between Southern California, Carlsbad, Oceanside versus Waianae.
Oh, there's a huge difference. Waianae is more slow, laid back, country. It's just straight country.
Okay.
And Carlsbad is more city, more like uppity.
Okay. People are a little more stuck up.
Well, I don't want to say stuck up. I'm trying to say like they have more advantages, like opportunity.
Versus the guys and gals in Hawaii, you saying?
No, just in Waianae specifically, because Waianae,
okay.
or the Waianae coast, very small. There's a lot of homeless people.
In Waianae?
Opportunities. Yes.
You haven't been to Oceanside lately. It's blowing up over here.
No, yeah.
But not like, I don't know. So describe, what is Waianae, the city? Or is it a town? Is it like, how would you describe it? I've never been to Waianae.
It's a city, but also like there's the Waianae coast. That's like Nanakuli, Miley, Waianae, Makaha. But it's like it's really family oriented, I'd say.
Rad.
And
so you guys fit right in there?
I would say so. It's really local.
Really local. Like they know if you're not from there?
Yes, 100%.
So okay, so how let's talk about the first month living there, or first couple weeks or whatever.
Well, it's actually kind of a long story. So we moved here.
Okay.
Well, actually, we originally came on a vacation.
Okay. All right.
And my grandpa was with us, and we stayed in town. We stayed in Palolo Valley.
Okay.
And he was supposed to stay. My grandpa was supposed to stay with us here in Hawaii.
Okay.
And he got sick, so my mom and my two older sisters, they left back to California. And then my dad, my sister, and Jonah and me stayed here.
Okay.
And then we did Airbnbs in town, and then Jonah had to go back
to California. Okay.
Yes. Cool. And then me, my dad, and Steve, we moved to Waianae because that's where his work is.
Okay.
So then we ended up here in Waianae. That's how, because my dad's hurt.
Okay, so you guys were kind of just floating around for a little while.
Yes, for a good couple months.
And how was that? So then so then you get your place in Waianae, and then how did the local people treat you?
I would say good. I think it was we met really, really nice people. My dad's friend from work.
Okay.
He kind of took us in. He had this little get together for us to meet his family.
Oh, sweet.
So we met some of his grandkids and nephews. So when we went to school over here, we would know people, and they could take care of us.
Oh, nice. So then, did these other kids surf or no?
No, but when we went to Makaha, we just kept showing up. So then some of the kids started talking to us, and then we made a lot of beach friends over there.
Okay. So are these the same kids in the neighborhood, or they live elsewhere on the island?
They live 10 minutes away, I'd say.
Okay. So how's Makaha? Is that your wave to go to? For everyday surf?
Well, it was.
Okay.
We used to go there every single day. But then we started heading up to the North Shore to catch better waves.
Okay.
So
So is this your first like full winter going at it for North Shore, or have you been going the last couple winters?
this is my first real winter. I got to surf new spots, and I got like beat up sometimes.
On the waves? Or by the locals?
No, not. Yeah, by the waves, they were so strong.
Okay, so what's the biggest wave you've caught in this year?
Like faces.
Yeah.
I'd say like a 15-foot face.
Ooh. We're at like sunset or something?
Probably like Lonnie's on a big day. I surfed sunset yesterday though for like the third time. We didn't spend too much time at sunset.
Okay. So what's that video? You dropped the Instagram little clip. Where was that at? From like
Sunset.
That's sunset. That's yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, right. You're ripping.
Thank you.
You're killing it out there. So do you think your surfing is improved moving from here to there?
Yes, it is improved a lot.
And can you describe the difference? Besides you've matured and got older, but what besides that?
I think there's more competition.
Okay. You guys are pushing each other?
Yeah, I feel like I've been trying to work hard to get the other girls' level.
Oh, okay.
I got a coach too, which I've never had until recently.
Mm-hmm.
So he's helped me out a lot, like with technique that I never knew about.
Yeah, what's your coach's name?
Jarrard.
Okay. Yeah, that guy's famous. Right?
Well, a lot of people say he is. I didn't know he was famous, but he's a really big guy.
Yeah, no. I know I don't know him, but I know who he is for sure.
Yeah. I was just talking to a guy today, and he told me that he's a huge fan of Kea, and he has one of his boards.
Oh, yeah. So the guy was all stoked, all like starstruck because you know him. He's your coach.
Yes.
That's rad. So how's the coaching going?
It's going really good. He's taught me a lot about technique, wave selection, and like little errors that I have to fix, and it all seems to be coming together. I wish I would have learned it earlier on, but I'm learning it now, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day. So why do you, let's go backwards a little bit. Why do you have a coach? Is there a reason? Would you like to tell us?
To improve my surfing mentally and physically, so I will feel confident going into El Salvador.
And what's going on in El Salvador?
In May, I'll be going to El Salvador for an Olympic qualifier.
Sweet. Okay, so explain that. Give us all the lowdown on that.
I think there's 6 or 7 more spots for girls to qualify, but basically there's 4.
For what
regions.
team?
Wait, what is that?
So what team? What are you qualifying for?
Oh, for American Samoa.
Okay. To be on their surf team for the Olympics?
Yeah.
Okay. So now go back to what you're saying. There's 3 or 4 spots available.
Oh,
right?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Okay. And how many girls are trying out for that or trying to, I don't know what the right word is, get their spot?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. We've been trying to figure that out, but we know like a few countries have already solidified their spots, but like I'm not 100% how many girls I will be competing against, but I'm just trying to my game plan is just to take it heat by heat and still beat out other girls from other countries just to like advancing.
So so I'm not sure how that works. So you go to El Salvador. You're flying to El Salvador, correct?
Yes.
So who's on the team with you now, on the American Samoan team?
Well, for the American Samoan Olympic surf team, it's just me and a boy named Liam Wilson from Waianae.
Oh, from Hawaii also?
Yes.
Oh,
it's just me and him going, but on the American... Oh, what is that?
I was thinking, so you guys are representing America Samoa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Has he been practicing with you too? Have you guys been meeting up and surfing?
We're going to meet up this month, I'm pretty sure, to practice, but I've been seeing him surfing pretty much the whole winter.
Oh, rad. So can you describe so you go to El Salvador, and if you advance, what do you go from there? Is there like more qualifying before you get to Japan? It's Japan, right?
Yes.
That's the
this
end
is
goal.
last-
You want to try to make it to Japan as the end goal. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So who's going to stand in your way? Because I saw if you get good waves, what's going to be your advantage? Bigger waves? Over the
Bigger.
other?
I'm thinking we get bigger waves.
So you think that that's your strong game right there?
I think so because when there's bigger waves, it's easier for me to turn it on.
Okay.
Because I kind of get fired up.
Oh, do
I
you?
really like bigger waves.
So what pumps you up before you surf? Besides looking at the waves, you're like, oh, I'm drooling because you want to get out there.
I've been listening to music for heat.
Okay, what kind of music? What are we listening to?
Everything, anything. Well, I just kind of depends on the day,
Okay.
on what I'm feeling.
Let's say an average day, you're going to paddle out of Makaha, and you want to try to get pumped up to get out there. What are you putting on?
Well, I like music that I like listening to island reggae because it like calms me but excites me at the same time because I get in like this cool vibe.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the new music since you moved to the islands, or did you always listen to that?
I always listen to it because my oldest sister Eva used to always play it, so we just listened with her.
I just saw Eva like 2 weeks ago, by the way. Just to let you know.
Really?
We'll talk about that later. But anyhow, yeah, I did see her. So, how much are you surfing right now?
I surf, I would say, like 5 hours to 6 hours every day.
Wow.
I try to surf like twice, 2 to 3 hours both sessions. But if I don't make it, I try to at least do 3 hours for one session and then do other stuff like my workout stuff.
Okay, so let's talk about that. You're working out. You actually have like doing things for your surfing besides being in the water.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
I've been working out like my legs, like my abs, like, and then besides that type of workout, I've been running, and then I've been doing yoga.
Okay, and all how's that helped your surfing? Do you feel it has helped it?
I feel like it's made me more stronger.
Okay.
In my turn, like my turns are more stronger and looser.
Okay.
And I paddle faster, but it makes me feel lighter. Like I'm not so heavy.
Okay.
That's probably one of the main things.
Is that because you're loosened up, like from the yoga or something? Like you're stretching?
Yes. When I actually don't do yoga, I feel like I can't surf at all.
Wait, if you do yoga, you feel like you can't surf?
So if I don't do yoga for a couple.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
And what about the food? So let's talk about the food differences and moving there. Besides, are you eating healthy right now? Is that part of your plan to make into the Olympics?
Yes, I've been eating healthier, but I still have.
You still cheat?
Yes, I say that if you totally stop yourself from having it, you're just gonna want it more. And then when you get off your diet, then you're just going to end up eating it more. Do you know what I mean? Like if you restrict yourself.
Yeah.
But I feel like my taste buds have changed the past couple months because I don't crave chocolate as much. And like when I do eat it doesn't taste as good as it used to.
Really? So is that because you're maturing, you're getting older, or what do you think that is? Or your mentality is I'm going to be healthy and chocolate's bad for me? What do you think?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
And my sister telling me, Lucy, you need to eat healthy. You need to eat healthy.
So does that help you? Or does that like, leave me alone?
Well, it does help me sometimes, but sometimes I'm like, why don't you guys eat healthy too?
Yeah, so everyone in the house is like eating like not as healthy as you, and then you're frowning on it because you're like trying to be good.
Well, my little sister, she, out of all of us in the family, she eats like really healthy. Like she knows everything about healthy food, so she always tries to push it on everyone else because she loves it so much.
Okay.
So we're all trying to follow her, but
you misstep sometimes.
Yeah.
What about contests? Have you been surfing any contests in the last few years, or?
So off and on, I'd say a lot. And then when we moved here, it was kind of a really weird transition, like because like my grandpa was sick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And my mom wasn't here. So many things happened. Like there was a lot of things that went down. And then after things started to settle down, I broke my leg.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
Yes, I broke it at Makaha, actually.
Surfing?
Yes.
No way. All right, tell us that story. We got to hear that story.
So it was spring break. My sister and her friends were all here. My friends at the beach were there. We were all playing, and I was surfing.
Mm-hmm.
And a tourist dropped in on me because it was spring break. Of course.
No way.
Yes, this bodyboarder dropped in on me, and I kicked out, and then my knee or my ankle twisted, my back foot, and then I broke my leg. I guess that's what they told me.
Holy shit. That's gnarly. I thought you couldn't be a tourist in Surf Makaha. I thought like that place was regulated. Is that true?
It is regulated a lot, but as long as you mind your business and like respect everyone, you'll be fine.
So what about that guy? That guy got beat down or what?
Well, my friends were actually looking for him.
Still?
No, they were that
okay.
day.
Okay. So he snuck out of there. That sucks. I didn't know that.
I know.
So how's the recovery on that? Was that a long challenge?
Well, it was I didn't realize that when I broke my leg, I started gaining a lot of weight because I was sitting and eating.
Chocolate?
So everything, yeah, McDonald's, chocolate.
Okay, so the athlete was gone.
Yeah, I started gaining weight. I was completely gone. So after, I think I started realizing was like when I was in my cast, like my clothes started to like get small. So then I was like, I don't know if my clothes are shrinking or I'm getting fat.
Someone put the dryer on like too high. Like, yeah, that's funny. So then you're okay. So then how long were you in a cast?
Only like 8 weeks, I'd say.
Okay. All right. So then you had to turn it all around. How was that transition?
Well, I think what helped me lose weight was that I just started running. But when I started running, my ankle was so weak. It felt really like uncomfortable and I couldn't run that far. So when I first started running, I thought that I wasn't going to be able to run again.
Oh, really? So it hurt? It just felt weak?
Yes.
Oh.
And like I wasn't going anywhere.
So how long after the cast was off before you got on a board again?
I would say like 2 weeks, maybe 3, not that long. The doctor told me just to stay off of it for a little bit. You can swim and like recover for it, and then you can back on your surfboard when it gets stronger.
Wow, that's a gnarly story. I'm sorry that happened. That sucked.
I know.
Hey, so are you wearing sandals or shoes in Hawaii more often? This is a random question. Do you wear shoes in Hawaii? Unless you're going hiking. I would never put shoes on, but go ahead. What do you do?
I wear slippers a lot, or sometimes I just go. I always have slippers in my car, but when I get out of the car, I just wear nothing on my feet. I just go barefoot to go check waves and stuff.
Yeah, right on. What boards are you riding? So are you getting a local shaper?
Yes, I started riding town and country surfboards.
Yes. Hey, can you send me a town and country shirt? I want one so bad.
I can.
That'd be rad. All right, go ahead and tell us about town and country and who you're riding for.
Yeah, so this is actually kind of like a story of how we met the guy.
Okay, go for it.
So my dad works in Waianae. So that's on the other side of the country, not the country, the other side of the island.
Right, from town. Yeah.
So when we were staying in town, my dad would drop me, Steve, and Jonah off at like 5 a.m. He would drop us off at this hotel underneath a light post.
Okay.
So at 5 a.m, he would drop us off at this light post, and then when it gets 6, we'd walk to the beach.
All right, go ahead. That's funny.
And so we would walk to the beach at 6 o'clock. We'd get there. we found this place.
Keep going.
So we would go to Alamo.
You just stand under the light?
Yes, but
I don't know why I think it's so funny. Go ahead.
you know, the security guard got mad at us one day.
Okay, so that's so funny. All right, go ahead.
So we would walk to Waianae.
Okay.
Park,
Yeah.
and we'd put our stuff underneath a palm tree, and then like we'd bury our phones.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. But so we would surf there every single day, and everyone just kept seeing us because we just kept showing up. And then we met the owner or the VP. He's the owner's son of Town and Country.
Oh, rad.
So we started seeing him a lot, and he just kept talking to us. He actually became, nobody believes us, but he's like one of our best friends.
Oh, that's cool. No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
What's
so
his name?
Brian Sugihara.
Okay.
So he started helping us out a lot. He's been a huge help to our family.
Nice. And so now you're getting his boards? Is he the shaper or does he have another shaper?
The shaper is Glenn Pang. He's pretty legendary out
Yeah,
here.
yeah, for sure.
He's super cool.
So that guy started Ryan, right? His name is the Town and
Yeah.
Country guy. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely need a Town and Country shirt. That's like iconic in the surf world. So how are those boards working out?
They're super sick. I could tell, like, I feel like when I got on them, my surfing changed a lot.
Improved?
Yes.
So are they faster? Are they like a little looser? I mean, describe what how does that board feel like at sunset? One of those boards.
It feels really good. Like the sunset yesterday felt really like fast.
Okay.
But the board was I was still able to control it, and it was really snappy.
Nice.
Awesome.
So let's talk about that for a second. I saw a clip on your Instagram. Do you want to share what your Instagram is? I mean, do you want the public to know that, or is that private?
My Instagram is Lucy Jarrard.
Okay. Just straight up Lucy Jarrard?
Yes, I'm public.
You're public.
Too.
Okay, so is there 2 counts? Is there an older one and a newer one?
Oh, I have an old one. That's Lucy.Jarrard. But
Okay.
I don't remember
The password? All right. So technically you have 2. You just one's inactive.
Yes.
That's so funny. Okay. So the Lucy Jarrard is just straight up the new stuff. All your new surfing footage. Who's filming you? Your dad? Your brother? Your brother or who?
My sister, Siva, has been. I keep asking
Siva has?
her.
Oh, rad. So is she bummed out at you? Like the waves are good and she's on the beach filming you and she's on the water?
Well, sometimes she is, but usually she's good. When me and Jonah, when she misses our waves, we're like, Siva, why'd you miss our waves? And she's like, you guys should just be thankful I'm recording you. I could be surfing.
Do me a favor if you know this. So on your brother's Instagram, what's your brother's Instagram?
It's that someone surfer.
Okay. And so there was a video of him riding like a retro board or something. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
So what's up with that? Tell the world what's up with that.
Well, so everybody loves Jonah. He's the most popular Jarrard. So
He's probably always has been, by the way.
I know. Everybody likes him. Actually, this is kind of off topic, but his friend Jack Van Wagner came from California.
Okay.
And everywhere they went, I wasn't with them, but everywhere they went, Jonah knew somebody. And they even went to a private island.
Really?
And Jonah still knew people over there.
No.
I don't know how. Don't ask me how.
He's a happy-go-lucky guy, really.
I know.
All right, so go ahead. Tell us about that video clip.
So that's the Barry Kahana Puni board. He got it from my dad's friend. He heard Jonah snap his board, so he gave that board to Jonah.
Okay.
I think it's a really old Hawaiian shaper. He doesn't shape anymore. That's his board.
So is that what Jonah's riding? Like every day or just that clip? So who else? Who else jumped on the board? Was there like Mason Ho or something jumped on the board?
Yes. I think so you know who Sheldon is? Sean?
I don't, but I'm sure somebody does.
Sheldon and Mason are really good friends. I think they're best friends.
Okay.
But Sheldon's from McCaw.
Okay.
And Jonah, well, everyone at McCaw loves Jonah. So Jonah and Sheldon are friends. So then when Mason came, him and the boys were just surfing. I didn't even know I made the video, but I did get in it, but he didn't put me in. Jonah didn't put me on his Instagram.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
Your
Jonah
typical sister and brother.
I know.
All right, so go ahead. So they all just jumped on the board and just ripped on that board
Yes.
and made a little video clip out of it?
Yes. It's pretty sick.
No, it's rad. Super rad. All right, we'll go back to talking about you, not your brother anymore. We don't want to give him too much because everyone knows him already.
Everybody. It's crazy. I'm like, how do you know all these people?
Like, if you guys are walking through like Waikiki, do people know him?
We don't go through Waikiki that much, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, what's the craziest thing you ever did in surfing? Besides break your leg, I guess. That's a bummer.
Craziest thing.
Like, is there a certain wave you like dropped into that was super gnarly? Like,
Oh, actually, the other day I was surfing V-Land.
oh yeah, how's VLAN?
It's pretty sick. It's kind of a tricky wave, but it's pretty sick.
So go ahead and describe what happened.
So, I was surfing my new board, and I was catching this wave. But if you catch the right waves, the wave barrels certain
Okay.
waves. So I caught a little barrel, and I was about to come out. I mean, but the wave like took me up, and the board smashed my knee,
Oh,
and I hit the reef, and then I buckled my whole board, put a big circle into it.
no way. That sucks.
Yeah, and I got a cut on my leg.
What was it, your broken leg? Or the other one? Your good leg.
It was my good leg.
You got to even them out. What's the best advice you can give to someone that's rolling over to Hawaii and wanting to surf the first time? Let's say Braden's going over there to surf. Actually, he's been to Maui, but okay, let's say he's going to Oahu. What would you tell him? Tell him what to do and what not to do. Give it one on one. Don't drop in on the locals.
Yeah, don't drop in on the locals, and wait your turn. Because if you take someone's wave who's been waiting a long time, they're gonna get bummed out.
Is there a rotation? Is most people respectful like that?
Yes, most people, but some of the uncles like sit really far on the outside and just wait.
Waiting for the
then
bombs?
I feel like everyone else just catches the in-betweeners, or if you're
Okay.
at a local spot, like if you're surfing Makaha and no one knows you, and you drop it on somebody, then they'll probably get mad or just drop in on you on every wave after that.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, water-wise and respect-wise, what's the difference between Hawaii and California? Is there a difference?
Water-wise,
Like in the water? I mean,
What do you-
okay, so the etiquette of surfing, like back paddling and stuff, like California, like seems like all the little groms are behind you, in front of you. They're everywhere, taking off in front of you. How does that fly in Hawaii?
well, I think every spot is different. Like Kewalos in town, there's a bunch of little kids, and they always are like paddling everywhere.
Yeah, just in the way. Are they ripping?
Yeah, they're ripping.
Who's
All of them are.
the head guy or head gal at Makaha? Who's dominating? Who paddles out and no one's dropping in on them? Is there
I don't-
one person or a handful?
I feel like there's a handful of families down there. that,
Okay.
like, I would say
For generation, is there like generations, like, grandpa, grandma, or maybe not, all out paddling out together?
yeah, there's like really big families where there's like a lot of people that paddle out, like aunties and their kids, cousins, just all come out.
That's rad. Do you enjoy that? Do you like that atmosphere?
I think it's really cool to see, actually.
All right.
And my favorite thing to see is like on the weekends, people can camp on the beaches here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really cool, like when you wake up and then you're just like driving down the coast and everyone's like barbecuing, camping, listening to music. I really like that part.
That's cool. Nothing like that around here, huh?
I know, it's so different, but it's so cool to see.
Yeah, that's rad. And everyone's just in a good mood.
Yes, it's pretty awesome. And then it puts me in a good mood. So I'm like, I can't believe I'm living here.
So are you ever going to plan on moving back here? Or are you like a lifer in Hawaii?
Oh, no, I'm staying here
Forever and ever?
I just love the warm water.
Oh, yeah. So cold right now. Water's like 50, like cold as ever. So cold.
When I went back to California a couple years ago, the water was freezing. I can't believe I used to put on a wet wetsuit and go out.
I know, right? Like, it's full. I didn't move to Hawaii. I think I'd move to Maui, but...
Maui's pretty sick, too.
You like Maui? So would you stay on Oahu, or are you moving off the island going to Maui or Kauai or something?
I like Oahu. I only like it because each side of the island's different. When I went to Kauai, it was really, really country.
Yeah. What about Haleiwa? Do you surf Haleiwa?
I surf Haleiwa sometimes, but I like to surf like Ehukai a lot.
Okay. Have you went out of pipe yet?
Small pipe, not big pipe.
So there's like hardly any girls paddling out of pipe. Are you going to start, going for it?
Like here I'm going to start. I think I just needed a little bit of a warm up.
Yeah. So you surf down the beach a little bit and just kind of like watch it, or what?
Yes and no. Like,
you ever pull up and like just sit on the beach and just watch pipe?
No, I'm too busy surfing.
Okay, well that's good.
Pipe gets really huge though.
You haven't even seen it huge, huh?
Well, the last fun fest. Well, every time it's huge, since we live far away, every time it's huge there.
Mm-hmm. Makaha's pumping.
Away. Yeah, and Makaha is good because it's smaller but big still.
Yeah.
So we don't usually drive down there.
So, how would you describe your surfing? Have you ever thought about that?
I would describe it as, I don't know. A lot of people tell me I surf aggressive.
Okay, yeah. I would agree. Watching your clips. So how many other girls are in the lineup? Like, is there a lot of girls in the lineup? Or are you kind of sometimes paddle out, it's all guys, and you're like the only girl?
I think sometimes it just depends, but there's a lot of girls over here who are like dominating, especially younger girls.
Oh, really? Cool. Any names you want to say that are up and coming?
I would say for some more sea stars like Bai, Eve, like those girls.
Mm-hmm.
All of the little girls coming up, those girls rip really hard.
And where do you see that? Are they from Makaha?
They're from like town.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. There's like a big group of them, and all of them rip.
And are they all like meeting up together, like kind of like planning it, and then all like paddle out together, or do they just randomly see each other?
I think they all meet up. I think they're all good friends, but they're all really nice, really good.
Oh, rad! All right. Do you like the exposure you're getting from, let's say, this interview? Do you like the exposure for the possible opportunity in the Olympics? Like, what do you think about all that?
Well, I think it's really cool, and like, I hope I get even more exposure too.
Okay.
So like, it's also really cool. I've never done anything like this before.
Okay.
But sometimes it's also like a little nerve-wracking for me.
How so?
Because sometimes it also adds pressure.
It does. Yeah, right.
Because it's like, everyone is going to be like knowing about this. Everyone's going to be expecting me to do good. And I just don't want to let anyone down.
Yeah, I think the way you're surfing, you're going to do pretty good. So,
thank you.
I mean, you should feel confident in yourself. That you're ripping hard. So how are you standing out with the other girls there? I mean, you're saying they're all dominating, but are you in the pack with them? Like, are you evened out, or you feel like you need to catch up to them a lot?
I feel like this winter I've
progressed.
caught up. Yeah, progressed a lot. Like when we first came here, my dad thought we're at the level we were supposed to be, but I think we both know now that we weren't where we were supposed to be, but I think now I am where I'm.
How's your dad's level? Has it went up since he moved to Hawaii?
Oh, yeah.
You're rad.
And he's got
Go ahead.
How his back has gotten a little bit better.
Oh, cool. So how much is he getting in the water?
Way more than back in California.
Just because the weather's so nice, or he has more time?
I think he has more time.
Okay.
Well, I think because we do more longer, 2 sessions instead of just 1 session and then coming home and not doing anything in California.
Right.
So
well, you guys were making it like a whole day event, though.
Yeah.
You're loading the car up. Yours are there for the day. So you think now are you just surfing and then heading home and then going back out for another session? You're not bringing the whole family or all the belongings that are going along with it?
I think since we're older and I drive now, so me, Steve, and Jonah have our own routine, and then when my dad comes, we've created our own routine, but it's usually just me, Steve, Jonah, and my dad.
Okay. And he goes,
So, and it's easier because my mom paddles now.
Oh, really? Cool.
She outriggers.
Oh, nice.
So when we're surfing, paddling with my sister.
Oh, that's awesome. How does she like that?
She loves it. She is even on a team or a club.
What's the name of her club she's in?
It's Kamoi.
Okay. And they're local right there in Waianae area?
Yeah. She loves it.
Does she paddle out when it's firing, pumping, and they're going through with the outrigger?
She actually, when she was in Waikiki last year, that was one of the biggest waves. I think she caught a 6 to 8 foot wave on her outrigger. It was huge. Or canoe.
So gnarly. Was she stressing or was she all excited?
I think both, but she was in the front.
Oh no.
But she was super stoked after they even made it. So
That's funny you said they even made it. What would that have looked like if she didn't make it? Would that have ruined her?
I don't know. But that would be scary. I don't even think I would do that.
I think it gets kind of vertical, especially on a wave that big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I would have enough guts to do that.
No, I don't think I would either. Have you guys seen any sharks in the water?
Oh my gosh. Sharks follow me and Steve wherever we go.
All right. Tell us about that.
So we surf Miley Point a lot.
Okay.
That's a really sharky place because it's a point.
Mm-hmm.
So the sharks travel along it.
Mm.
And we've got chased in by sharks 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Yes, the first time. So a shark swam into the wave right past me and Steve.
Okay.
And then it was starting to come back around. So then me and Steve got scared. So we paddled in really, really fast.
Now, how far is that paddle in?
Oh my! It's
you're not on the beach real quick, right?
No, it's because it's so far, but it's because you have to paddle around the reef, but it's not oceanside.
Right.
So, great. So, but it's not that long, but it's not.
It's not like Waikiki, right?
Great.
How's that paddle at Waikiki? The first time you paddled out there. Have you ever surfed is it called outriggers, in the middle of town?
Yes.
That's so far, right? You're exhausted when you get out there.
And it's so crowded too.
But there is something special about it, surfing in town.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's just something nowhere else in the world's like that I know of.
I know. It's pretty
So
cool.
the sharks are all over you guys, huh? How close? How close?
There's actually, so at Miley Point again, 3 sharks swam right toward us. They're 10 feet away from us.
No.
You couldn't tell if they were sharks or dolphins, but I'm terrified of sharks, so I
You take
had
the
to
assume.
leave my family. I was like, I'm not staying to sea. So I started paddling in. And then at Ala Moana, a shark was on the reef. It was just probably harmless. But that was 5 to 10 feet away from me and Jonah, but it was just cruising. But I still was yeah, I'm out. I'll come back later.
No chances taken. What about what's your idea of like a perfect wave? Hey, you caught a perfect wave in Hawaii? Or what's your idea of a perfect wave?
I would say juicy.
How
like
big?
Clean, 4 foot.
4 foot.
4
That's
to
your
5.
4 to 5. Hawaii size or
think-
California size?
Hawaii size, I'd say maybe.
Okay. All right.
Because it's like, well, or well, hard to say. Well, like just like medium-sized wave with juice, and it's clean, and it's sunny outside, and you can still rip it. It's big enough to rip, but not like huge.
Yeah. Where it's like
Yeah.
deadly.
I feel like that's be perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so have you caught anything, or how often do you catch waves in your perfect dream wave realm? Like, is it pretty good all the time there? Or is there crappy days where you paddle out, you're like, oh, I'm so bummed I paddled out. Should have did something else.
There's some days where it gets like that.
Like windy and ugly?
Yes, really tiny,
Okay.
cold.
How was COVID in Hawaii?
It's actually not that bad here. I think it's starting to get worse because of spring break.
Oh, really? Okay.
But a month ago, I wasn't even scared of COVID because our cases were really low. I think we're about to open up our state even more.
Okay, cool.
So no one was really getting it. But I think now that a lot of people are coming and there's more people at places,
Okay.
more people are getting it. So it kind of sucks.
That totally sucks. What other hobbies do you do besides your workout routine and surfing? Would you call the workout routine a hobby, or is it just like it helps you, so that's why you do it? Do you enjoy it?
I would consider yoga a hobby because I actually enjoy doing that.
Oh, cool. Okay. Anything else you're doing, hobby wise?
Sometimes I sew with my sister.
Rad. That's cool.
She's really good at it. She has to teach me a lot, but I've made a few things. I'm not as good as her yet, but it's really fun. But I only get to do it sometimes because I don't have that much free time.
So what's taking all your time up? Are you going to school or anything?
Yes, I go to Leeward Community College.
Okay.
I'm only taking a couple classes to work towards getting an AA.
All right. What are you going to get your AA in? Or are you just like general, getting your general stuff done?
It's just I'm just trying to get my general stuff done now, but I keep changing my mind on what I want to go into.
And how old are you?
I'm 19.
Yeah, that's why. See, you don't even know it, but it's not your fault. I don't know. Maybe your mom and dad don't say that. I don't know. And do you have like surf posters on the wall, or like what do you got going like at home, or do you just forget surfing when you're at home?
I don't think I forget about surfing because we watch surfing a lot with my dad, and
Okay.
he loves surfing a lot, so we talk about surfing like all the time.
Is that what he's bringing up at the dinner table, or like what's up?
No, we usually at the dinner table we don't talk about surfing.
Okay.
We just talk about everything else.
Like what's going on that day?
Yes.
Oh, cool. And when later on, when you're an old lady, which is like 60, 80 years down the line, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as someone who made an impact.
Well,
Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be surfing. I just want to be able to like change the world for better.
Okay. Like positive?
Yeah.
Positive
like,
vibes?
I like to like help other people who like haven't had help from. I like to help people that haven't been able to be helped yet.
Can you describe someone? Like, can you think of someone in your mind? Like, what does that look like?
I think it just depends on the person. But for Christmas, for example, there's a lot of homeless around here. So we got a lot of like food and toys for the kids around here on the street.
Oh, right.
And like, so that could be a way of like helping them, or like if you someone who like needs help in school, like changing them, like helping them with their education. I think it could just be like a whole lot of things, but
Whatever
I
their
just want-
like every person, whatever their needs is, you would like to help in that
Right.
way. Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's super nice. Most people don't give a crap about anybody else. And so we talked about social media. So we're going to start wrapping this interview up. Any other accounts besides that? Like you on Facebook or are you on like Twitter? Anything you want to say, or just Instagram's the main one?
I have a Facebook, and that's also Lucy Jarrard.
Okay. Are you posting
then-
your surf stuff on there?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And then I have a TikTok with my sister. It's Lucy and Steve.
Okay. That's just
And-
straight up?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone can contact or check out your guys' stuff, right?
Yes.
Right on. Anything else? What's your final thoughts? Anything final to say for the interview? Anybody you want to say hi to or world thoughts or anything?
Hi to my family. If they are watching this, or going to watch this.
Or actually, we listen. No one wants to look at me, trust me.
Thank you for having me.
No, super fun. It totally worked out. Yeah, I really enjoyed the interview. So, and then if you win the Olympics, I need to be your first interview.
Yeah, of course.
Like-
or even if I make it.
If you make it, okay, yeah. So then we'll do another interview because, I'm the first person to interview, right? Am I the first person to interview?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm in. So everyone else has to wait. They can be second and third and fourth, whatever. When they're
I'll
all
be
lined up.
prepared.
When you're like an Olympian. All right. Well, hey, I wish you and America Samoa the best of luck in the Olympics and El Salvador, and then we'll be watching and seeing how you do. I'll be crossing my fingers for you for sure, Lucy.
Thank you.
Tell your mom and dad I said hello and everybody, Jonah and everybody else there. And thank you so much for doing the interview. This is Mike with the Quivercast, and we'll see everybody in the lineup. Bye. Thanks, everyone, for joining us this week. If you liked the episode, hit subscribe, give us 5 stars, or leave a review. Like us on Instagram, quiver_cast. Music brought to you by Barry Snyder, Punk Rock Grandpa. You guys all have a good week, and I'll see you in the lineup. Hey, you guys, Endless Summer box set. This thing is legit. It's authentic, numbered certificate in it. It has a 5-frame film strip from the original print. You will literally own a piece of history. It has a specially minted bronze medallion. Dude, that thing's sick. Okay, there's so much more here. Go to the show notes. There's a link on there. Go check this piece of history out. This thing's rad. Seriously. Smithsonian American History Museum has it. It took 4 years of research with 3.5 in production, all hand assembled. This thing's rad. So much to this awesome box set. Remastered DVD, sharper images than the original film, but dude, this thing's so sick. Link in the show notes.